What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back for another review of a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Yes, I know that this review is late, but your girl randomly went on a vacation, and now I'm back, so I gotta play catch up. So, this is a review for season 11, episode 17, and let's get right to the review. So, first things first, Carly, she wants to meet her man's mom. And I'm just like, ain't this man like 50 years old? Y'all still meeting mamas at this big age? Like, I didn't even think those types of things mattered when you marry some, or not married, but when you get with somebody and y'all that old. But nonetheless, he plans on introducing his mama to Carly. Moving on to Chaotic. So he has planned this little date for Erica Banks. I guess they are still together while they were filming this season because I don't think they're together currently. But nonetheless, what was distracting for me was the fact that this man had toothpaste all on his face because he had some acne. I'm just like, what is going on here? Is this still the 90s? Nonetheless, he done made her a charcuterie board, and once he started licking them fingers, I was done. I'm like, absolutely not. This is disgusting. Now, according to Chaotic, he's done in these streets. He only wants one woman, and that happens to be Erica Banks. Do I believe him? Absolutely not. But Erica basically comes through and she invites him to Carly's restaurant opening. Now, according to Chaotic, he only has eyes for Erica, like I said. He like reiterated it. But she knows not to trust him. Okay? So Erica, she has issues with her label. Come to find out, she's having all types of issues with 1501. And here's my thing. She's complaining because they're not promoting her and they're not doing this, that, another. They're not backing her and her music. But I'm just like, Erica Banks, be so for real. Like, the only reason it seemed like they even signed you is because they thought that you could compete with Megan Thee Stallion, and you never could, okay? You sounded too much like your rap style was too much like hers, and it's like you wanted to ride that Megan wave and it didn't work for you. So you have to find something new. Like, you have to find a new sound, a new something, because what you got going, it ain't working. So now she's saying that she wants to go independent. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, maybe she should go independent. Maybe she could find a new sound, work with some new people, and maybe come out better than what she was introduced to us as. Because when we first met Erica Banks, it was like 1501 was trying to create a Megan replica. But let's go ahead and move on, y'all. We gotta talk about Yandy. I'm sorry. Yandy brings nothing to the show. And, well, she's trying to bring a little bit of something, but all of it seems fake. Let me just get into it. So she goes to her store or whatever, and she says that she actually is closing on a house for her dad. Now, congratulations for that. That's dope that you were able to buy your dad a house. Then here comes Yandy. Again, like I said, she ain't got nothing going on. So she's talking about how her and Judy still got issues. Girl, we do not care about you and Mendici's mama. We really do not care at this point. It has been years upon years upon years, and if y'all ain't figured that out yet, just stop telling us about it, okay? We're drained. We're tired. But nonetheless, I want to get to this other part of her storyline. So we learned that her cousin Keisha, she has been having infertility issues, right? So Yandy, she says that she's going to donate her eggs to her cousin so that way, her cousin can have a baby. I'm like, okay, no, that's really dope. That's really big of you, Yandy. Um, but here's the thing. Because she has not told Mendices anything about this. So I'm like, wait a second. This is the second time that we know of that Yandy has sprung something on Mendices out of nowhere. The first time, it was that child of infertility she came up with. I'm sorry, that is not her name. Her name is Infinity. My bad, y'all. The cousin is dealing with infertility. The little girl name was Infinity. Nonetheless, you sprang Infinity on that man, okay? He had no connection with that child. He was locked up, and you just decided to add a whole nother person to the situation. That was one thing. Now you're springing this situation onto your husband, that you're deciding to donate your eggs. Now, honestly, you would think that Mendices wouldn't have a problem with this, but we'll get to it. I just think that it's so strange that Yandy tends to just randomly agree to things, and then it's like, okay, I'll deal with my husband later. I'll tell him about it later. It's like, no, how about you have the conversation first and then say yes or no to the person? Stop just agreeing and then figuring it out later. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and move on. So, y'all, we see Carly. She is at her restaurant opening, and she said this is her second restaurant. Y'all, what is Carly doing out in Atlanta? And the only reason why I'm asking this is because considering she is no longer a main cast member, we don't see her in the credits. Carly got more going on as far as business and things than the actual people who are on the credits, who are supposed to be main cast members, if you ask me. This girl has her second restaurant. She's signing to a label. She's doing songs with actual artists. Hell, she's doing better than some of these other people, if you ask me. But nonetheless, her man is there at this restaurant or whatever, and I was a little annoyed with him when he was like, I'll let you show me off. I said, show you off? Sir, you are not the prize. Relax. So Erica Banks, she shows up to support her, and come to find out, she did not know that Carly was actually dating Kai, who is the head of her label. So now Erica, she's questioning this whole situation because she's done music with Carly and she feels some type of way. So she ends up pulling Carly to the side and tells her not to trust Kai. But Carly, on the other hand, she feels like, listen, your situation with him is all business. Me and him, what we got going on in our relationship, that's personal. So she's taking what Erica is saying with a grain of salt because their issues are not Carly's concern. None of what Erica is talking about is Carly's concern, technically. Now let's move on to Yandy. So she ends up gifting her dad the house and tells him that there's no mortgage. They paid for it in cash. And I'm like, okay, great. Great for you, Yandy. So at this point, when her son and her dad go off to another room, this is when she decides to tell Mendices about the whole egg donating situation. But here's the thing. Mendices isn't feeling it. Mendices wants no parts of it because he feels like that baby will still be Yandy's baby because it's her egg and then the kids will be siblings. He thinking way too deep into this. Like way too deep. And I need for him to relax. But let's go ahead and move on. Y'all, we get to Sierra. So her grandmother passed away and she's having a celebration of life for her. Rennie is there to support her. And at one point she did get overwhelmed because she started thinking about her own mom who passed away. So at one point we had both of them, getting really emotional about their loved ones passing away. And I just found it to be very interesting that only Rennie was there for Sierra. I'm like, where is Rashida? Where is Spice? And where is all these other cast members who are supposed to be Sierra's friend? I see now why she said that she feel like her friends ain't there for her because they are literally nowhere to be found. Like, I'm like, where's the people at? Like, Sierra ain't really crossed nobody that bad that they shouldn't be there to support her. That was crazy to me. But let's go ahead and move on to Mendices and Yandy. His mama is in town, okay? Judy is there. They have some small talk, and then next thing you know, Yandy shows up to tell her husband that she's leaving. So he tried to give her a goodbye kiss, and Yandy, she didn't want to do it because she feels like a prisoner in her own home. And next thing you know, she started getting into it with Judy. And I can't even lie, y'all, I was so uninterested, I zoned out. Like, I just don't have the energy for Yandy and Judy going back and forth anymore. I really don't. So we're going to move on. So Erica and Chaotic, we see them at this party, and then we see Chaotic and Carly have a conversation. So Carly is low-key calling Chaotic out because he was just booed up with Amy when they went on that cash trip at the first part of this season. So we learned that, Erica, she's an independent artist now, and Chaotic, he thinks that Carly is messy and she's trifling because she is dating Kai. Her and Erica, they have done a song together, and it's just all messy, right? So he ends up bringing Erica over so they can figure out who would pay for a music video, because Carly basically told him, like, oh, so since you're dating Erica, then you could pay for the music video that we got coming out, for the song that we did, even though this is Carly's music video. But I feel like she was just saying it jokingly. Nonetheless, here comes Erica, okay? Erica says that she doesn't even want to put the song out anymore and tells Carly it's just because, of her man. It's because of Kai. Because the, label, they did her so wrong. So she don't want to do anything that has to do with them. Well, come to find out, since they dropped Erica, they have now picked up Carly Red. So in her confessional, you have Erica saying, did I just get, replaced by a 50-year-old? And did. And did. Now listen, I don't know much about Carly Red. I don't listen to her music. But I will say that I've seen, the blogs post about her songs going number one. You know what I mean? On Apple Music. So somebody's listening. Or maybe she's just collaborating with the right people to make her songs pop. But nonetheless, they may see something in Carly. We don't know. Nonetheless, here's the thing. I hate the way Erica talks to people, because at one point she wouldn't even let Carly speak. She talks over people, she berates people, and then she has the audacity to get offended when somebody comes back at her. Because Erica, she was like, you need to worry about what your man is doing, all of this stuff. So Carly was like, girl, you need to worry about what your man is doing because he was just hugged up with a whole nother woman. Oh, why she say that? Because now, Chaotic, he's offended. You have Erica saying, you not about to be coming to me about my man. You changing the topic, blah, blah, blah. Girl, just relax. Like, I just feel like Erica Banks, she does a lot of yapping. And I need her to stop that, number one. Number two, you have been talking about Carly's man as well. See, now he's this, he's that. And yes, it may be because y'all business relationship was sour, but at the same time, you're still talking about that man. So if she comes back to talk about your man, I feel like she was just trying to level the playing field, okay? And like, I understand that Erica, she doesn't want to, put out the song that Carly did, because now that song will be through 1501 and you already just ended a relationship with that label. I get all of that. But like I said, her attitude and the way she talks to people, and the way she comes at people, I absolutely see why I really put hands on her. Absolutely see why. But we already know Carly ain't gonna put no hands on nobody because she ain't no fighter. But let's go ahead and move on, you guys. So back to Yandy and them. So it's her son's birthday. And Judy, she sort of kind of apologized to Yandy. I guess. I don't know what that was. So Yandy's cousin, she decides she's going to make an announcement about the whole egg donation situation. But here's the thing. Mendeecees is sitting there confused because he's like, wait a second. We never finished discussing that. And this is where things went haywire for me. When everybody started chiming in, saying to Mendeecees, like, listen, it wouldn't be Yandy's kid. This would be for Keisha. Blase blah. I was following. That was up until the point when Judy said, will it be Mendeecees' eggs? After that, I was done. I said, you know what? Wrap this whole thing up right now. Like, I really don't need to see Yandy and them no more. So the cousin, she's over there getting upset because she's like, you're not about to ruin this moment for me, going off. And I'm just like, but girl, why'd you make this announcement at this little baby's birthday party? Like, first of all, this was not the place for you to make this announcement, but I'm gonna let you rock, okay? As far as Mendices, I understand because you and your wife, y'all did not finish that discussion. However, Yandy tends to do whatever she wants, and you just gotta follow suit. That's just how your relationship is set up. Sorry. But y'all, that was the episode. Nothing much really happened, or at least I don't feel like that much happened. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.